nag-aaway sila magkapatid, ano yan? So, pwede lang gamitin ulit yun. Si Noel, tsaka si Liam Gallagher. Hell in a Cell.
Oh, okay. Oh, anyway, nag-umpisa na tayo ng recording. Hello. Hello, guys.
Ay,
Hello.
Hello, guys.
Ulitin ko na lang ulit yun maya-maya.
Anyway, we're dito. Yeah. Hello, guys, and welcome again to another episode of Geeks Out of Nowhere. And yun nga, dito napindot ko na yung record button habang may pinag-uusapan kami, which is about somehow SummerSlam. Although we didn't really watch the whole 2-day show. Only the highlight. We only just seen snippets or highlights of the
Yes, matatanda na.
Oo, yeah. So yung pinag-uusapan namin kanina with John and Eugene was that Eugene, what were you saying earlier was diba, yung gusto mo yung entrance ni Aldis.
Gusto ko yung entrance ni Nick Aldis kasi sobrang... Mandy, comment down below. Parehas kami ni Mandy. Mandy, mag-comment ka sa baba. Dali. Sobrang Oasis fan kasi ako. Nung narinig kong Oasis yung
entrance.
Nakita ko lang Oasis. Nick Aldis uses Oasis entrance. Anong kinamit ni Nick Aldis? Nagpo-formulate ako. Ano kaya pwedeng gamitin? Soldier on ba? Syempre dapat Soldier on. Yun yung nasa isip ko eh. Tapos nung kinlik ko yung sound dun sa Instagram ko, Morning Glory yung ginamit niya. Tama yun, tama. Yun yung isa sa pinakamaangas na I would say kanta ng Oasis. Bagay yun kay Nick Aldis.
Mm. Actually nga dito, Nick Aldis pala was just notified just 1 month before SummerSlam to prepare. And then tinext siya ni Triple H na tinanong siya ni Triple H, sabi niya, in an ideal world, what will be your parang entrance team? Given all the circumstances. Tapos sabi ni Nick Aldis, yeah, I'll just try to shoot his shot. So why not Oasis?
And sorry,
grabe, tapos pumayag eh.
Pumayag.
To be fair, kasi Motorhead ang ginagamit ng ni Triple H eh.
Well,
very popular band yun eh.
Well, because rin naman, Triple H has a deep relationship rin naman with Lemmy.
Close naman sila.
So the match, Noel Gallagher versus Liam Gallagher, Hell in a Cell.
Ay.
Sino manalo? Siya leader ng Oasis na.
Bahala sila mag-away.
Sino siya sa kanya yung royalties ng mga kanta.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're here kasi matagal na kaming kating na pag-usapan the three biggest Hollywood movies of summer 2026, which are Supergirl, Odyssey, and Spider-Man. Ano ba ang tagline ngayon ni Spider-Man?
Brand new day.
New day. Okay. Sige.
Yes, it is.
Ano mo nang gusto niyo pag-usapan? Sige, pag-usapan na muna natin si Supergirl.
I think let's go with Supergirl.
Sige, chronological order tayo. Let's go with Supergirl first.
Supergirl.
Okay, sige. Go, John. I think you have a lot of things to say about it.
I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I like the actress. I like what she brings. I like the character.
Magaling siya in fairness.
Yeah. Lobo was good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, si Lobo was just there for fan service na it doesn't really feel na kailangan siya.
True. In a writing standpoint, maganda potential si Lobo doon eh.
Dapat
Oo. Paano ba lang? latagan ko na ba to ng ano?
Sige, go lang, go lang.
Go.
Ito kasi naisip ko nung ano, throughout the movie, maganda sana kung tatlo sila.
Like, kung sino yung tatlong yun?
Si Ruthie, si Supergirl, tsaka si Lobo.
Mm.
Si Ruthie
Mm.
yung ano nila, si Ruthie yung pinakagitna
Yung
nila.
bata.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Tapos, ang moral compass ni Ruthie nakasalalay itong sa dalawang to.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
yeah. That would make sense. That would make
That
sense.
would make better sense.
Yeah. That's true. Agree.
Kasi, si Lobo was like, go, kill the guy. Si Supergirl, you wouldn't like killing someone.
Pero, di ba, Torito, actually, Lobo's not really inclined to kill but to get the bounty. Yun lang naman ang sa kanya eh.
He's not inclined to kill, but he doesn't care. So,
he
actually,
doesn't
maganda yung
care.
scene na may gusto siyang pataying mercenary and then you see Supergirl swooping in, saving the victim na hawak nung gustong patayin ni Lobo kasi kung hindi sinave ni Supergirl, patay silang dalawa ni Lobo. So yes, he's not he won't kill out of pleasure, I guess. Pero he won't care about killing other people.
Wala lang, mapatay kita tapos nang wala lang sa kanya, no? He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter much. Pero
pumamatay ka parang collateral damage na lang.
Yeah, exactly.
Sabi nga niya na siya ay may God complex at saka pinatay niya yung buong race niya dun sa ano.
Yes.
Yeah. So, ang napakalaking pero it's not that bad.
It's not bad. But, like, kunyari, may tanong nga sa akin, do you recommend I watch it sa sine? I'm like, no.
Okay lang. Medyo namimiss ko manood na sine. Pero,
yeah. Like, I don't regret going to the cine to watch it. But if must watch ba siya sa sine, I don't think so.
Siguro kung ang better question is, kung papipiliin ka ng tatlo, isa lang ang papanoorin mo. Hindi si Supergirl yun eh.
Yes, no, definitely not.
Yeah, definitely yan.
Definitely not. I hated the noise that people were making before the movie came out. Yung tinitira nila sa Ate Girl, tinitira nila yung mga choices. And I went in admittedly na parang I want to defend it. Pero as I was watching it, yung like, I liked a lot of it, pero I also, hindi ko alam kung it's the pacing, it's the writing. It could have been better. It wasn't the actress's fault. It wasn't, definitely not Jason Momoa's fault.
Isa siya sa highlight dun I would say.
Yeah. Definitely. Wala naman nag-complain kay Jason Momoa, in fairness.
Pero
even si Ate Girl, I didn't mind.
Pero some people say that Jason Momoa's Lobo was a scene stealer, kumbaga eh. Parang nagsasapaw.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Like, sobrang kailangan na agad ng Lobo solo movie. Actually, I wouldn't mind the Lobo Supergirl movie.
Parang body cop sila.
Yeah, maganda yung nila eh. Yeah. Maganda yung coordinate, yung chemistry nila, dynamic nila.
Sana nga they could have played it with it more.
Yes. I like gusto ko yung takot rin si Supergirl kay Lobo eh.
Parang at least
cute,
do something about it.
Because Tito, may talagang may notoriety si Lobo.
Yes.
Immortal siya.
Yes. Sayang. Like, I think it's not I don't think it's a DCEU killer. It's not a bad start. It's just that it's no Iron Man.
Saka Tarito, it's yun nga, it's a good introductory movie for Supergirl. Although meron lang akong gustong punahin dyan sa movie, which is yung sinabihan niya si Ruffy na vengeance is destroy her, 'di ba? Pero
Ah.
siya na yung pumatay dun sa kalaban. Parang what the fuck?
Yeah, medyo weird yun.
Ay,
Medyo
Medyo
weird.
weird yung ano na yun eh, moral stance na yun eh. Parang lumalabas na sobrang napaka-hypocrite naman ng pagkakasabi mo
Yeah.
ng gano'n, di ba?
Medyo gets ko naman eh. Kasi kahit ako gagawin ko rin yun eh. Pero,
Di, yun nga eh, kasi aso lang yung kinanti sa kanya eh. Compared dun sa,
oo.
compared naman kay
I
Rufy na
think it's more
magulang
of
niya
ano
eh.
siguro.
Mm-mm.
I think ayaw niya lang kasi na madumihan na agad yung kamay ng bata habang bata pa siya. I think yun yung tinatry niya lang i-defend or i-prevent yung innocence niya sa kid. Maybe as an adult, okay lang pumatay yung bata, which, that's why Supergirl is willing to kill. Pero I guess gusto niya lang preserve yung innocence ng bata.
Yeah, pero for me, no, medyo ano, problematic for me yung ganong ano
Yeah.
ganong approach. Kasi,
Actually, hindi ko nga alam bakit I'm not as against this as Superman killing in Man of Steel? Yes, Man of Steel. I was more okay with this.
Well, maybe because talaga nakakainis yung kalaban.
Dude, kupal rin si Zod.
Yeah.
I guess kasi parang never naman, I don't know, Supergirl kasi never ko naman siya nakita as being pure. She's always been, I wouldn't say anti-hero, but not a hard-on
She has gray
clean boy.
she has gray
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kasi kung kupal sa kupal naman talaga rin si Zod.
Pero ito, di ba Supergirl would turn into Power Girl ba sometime? I don't know.
Supergirl would turn into Power Girl.
I think si Power Girl is a clone of Supergirl.
Different. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, alam ko magkaiba sila eh. Kasi tanda mo, sikat sa Power Girl dahil malaki yung niya. Future niya.
Power Girl and Supergirl are essentially the same person. Superman's Kryptonian cousin from different universes.
Oh.
Supergirl is Kara Zor-El.
Okay.
Zor-El from the main Power Girl is Kara Zor-El. Yung
Okay.
yung Kara Zor-El ni Power Girl, L lang. Espanyol si Kara Zor-El.
Zor-El.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now we understand.
Salamat Google.
Thank you Google.
Salamat Google.
Anyway, sige, final verdict nyo with our long overdue review of Supergirl.
I think I'm still excited for the DCEU. It really is different from what kasi mahabang usapan if we go to the Snyder yun, medyo malakas feelings. The Snyderverse, malakas feelings ko towards that. So medyo excited ako sa pa rin, sa James Gunn universe.
Yeah, it's a different
it hasn't been, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
And I especially like yung nagkita si Supergirl and Superman sa dulo. It really feels more lived in na yung mundo na to. For me, yeah.
Eugene. I think tarito Eugene would really agree with what you said eh. Kasi tarito, matagal niya nang sinasabi na talaga tarito parang okay ang ang James Gunn universe ng DC ngayon.
Yeah, kasi sobrang nagustuhan mo yung yung anime,
yung Creature Commandos.
Creature Commandos, Peacemaker. Diyos ko.
Oh yeah, alam mo hindi ko pa natapos yung season 2 kasi hindi ko alam, pero napanood ko lang yung first episode. Pero first season ng definitely really good. Mas maganda intro nung una.
Suicide Squad ni James Gunn was really something else. Yun yung problema, hindi siya napag-uusapan how good it is. Pero yun yung nag-set up ng lahat eh. Kung iisipin mo. Sorry, just to add it in.
Go lang.
Pero yeah, yun nga. Ano pa madadagdag mo doon, Eugene? I think you really need to spend some time to talk about it because you really really are
Actually, tao na ito kasi comics guy talaga kasi ako eh.
hmm,
Mm.
Regarding kasi dito sa sa Supergirl, no? Kami ng girlfriend ko na-enjoy ko naman yan. Pinunod namin, dinate night namin yun. Yun nga lang, lagi kong nasa isip was yung ano yung importance ng sword?
yung pa pala.
Isa yun. Anong importance ng sword? Bakit parang the whole time, sa simula ng movie, sinet up siya, pero wala siyang kwenta. Alam mo yan? Parang,
Hindi, the sword itself was used to kill the villain eh.
oh, pero parang ang pangit na setup yun. Parang ano special dun sa sword na yun?
Ginawa ng tatay niya.
Ng tatay ni Ruthie.
Yeah. It was one of the best swords
Mm-mm.
na ginawa ng tatay niya.
Pilik ka na rin nga ni Supergirl. Wala mangyayari.
Pero I think dun sa sa comics, ang laki ng importance ng sword na yun eh. I wasn't able to read the graphic novel. That's why the comics kaya don't have any idea of what the Supergirl movie was based on. So yeah, nag-enjoy lang talaga ako dun sa movie na yun. Although I have some problematic takes with
isang sinabi nung this is coming from dalawang comic book guys. Si Kevin Smith at si Mark Bernardin, which are the writers directors for the parang yung He-Man na hindi movie yung cartoon series na bago. In 2020s ata ang naging problema ni Mark Bernardin doon, which kind of makes sense for a Supergirl movie that you want your kids to see. Napakalalim daw napaka-dark naman daw na ginawa lang sex trafficking ring yung parang issue ng guy. Alam mo yan?
Oo.
Parang I'm not gonna make my kids see that movie kasi parang paano mo siya i-explain. Pero sa akin naman, kasi 30s na ako so wala akong problema doon. Pero siguro as a parent, I would understand. Writing wise yun nga hindi siya it's not up there, it's not
but it's 12 and up though.
Yun nga
it's PG-13 movie so
okay na siguro.
I think the is na kasi like yes may sex trafficking but then you also have Lobo like killing many people and then you had the people killing the parents in the first place. Like, I don't think it... tapos nagiinuman ng sobrang rami.
Yun din.
Yeah. Actually, Tarito, hindi ko nga mapapansin na sex trafficking yung ginagawa ng mga villains eh. Kumukuha lang talaga sila ng parang kumukuha lang talaga sila ng female species from different planets just for lang.
For sex.
I don't know kung for ganun nga.
No, it's for sex. Sinabi nila na they need female kasi yung world nila is male. All male, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So it's sex trafficking for themselves, not for other people na yung usual sex trafficking. But it's for themselves.
For themselves.
So in a way, it is sex trafficking and underage sex trafficking.
Yeah, it's not getting any better, isn't it?
Pero nga, it's a PG-13. Lalong alam mong kupal tong mga to. Like, there's no redeeming value sa mga villains.
I would understand. Pero sana nga, kaya nga, yung what I said would make sense kung silang dalawa yung moral compass. And sabihin natin,
Lobo
kills the guy.
I know that you say it.
Would make better sense. And siguro
make Supergirl.
Make something good about the sword. Why is it special? Because it's made out of kryptonite. Ganun.
Yun wala akong issue dun sa sword. Kasi gets ko what it's going for. Like, I don't think it's that deep na, na kailangang super analyze that the sword represents ano blah blah blah. It's just yung parents niya are sword makers, kaya nga siya gustong patayin, ay kaya siya ninakawan because they want sword, not just gold.
Mm.
And then you have this na tinetreasure ng babae, ng bata. I don't know, like I don't think it's super duper deep, but I also like on a shallow level I get that the point of a sword, but yes, the sword could be some other thing, but then it only makes sense that the pirates want the best weapons because artisan tatay niya, I don't know. Like it's not super ano naman, I think.
Pero for a sci-fi movie, napaka-laki na importance nila para sa sword, no? Parang meron na silang mga guns, meron na silang laser shit, tsaka
Yeah,
parang-
yun nga.
Excuse me. Yung recent Gundam Freedom may malaking katana.
Okay, sige.
Even though
Okay.
may laser sword, even though may cannon, may katana siya, and we buy it. So,
Okay, binaba
come on. Cyberpunk, may katana rin, and it's one of the coolest weapons kahit na hindi mo siya priority. Cyborg Ninja, may katana rin, even though, marami ng baril na malalaki.
I made a mistake.
Huwag mo na tanungin kung bakit may metal sword sa may lightsaber. I mean, in fairness sa Star Wars, well, hindi, sige. Technically, yung isang blade kasi na special sa Star Wars is not really a sword. Yung dark blade, anong tawag dun?
Dark Saber.
Yeah, the dark saber is still, pero di ba metal siya technically?
No. It's still,
lightsaber.
It's a lightsaber.
Lightsaber pa rin siya.
So yeah, so let's not,
Iba lang ang composition niya compared to,
Star Wars wala. Yeah. But in a lot of other sci-fi, swords are cool.
Yes.
I take it
And
back.
guys,
Sorry.
sa dun, in-explain yan eh. They like swords kasi nga, it's slower than a bullet. So it pierces, certain shielding, parang ganun. And it's still beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, now it
So
makes
yes,
sense.
okay.
Sorry na. Nagiglapan tayo dito.
Nalagdagan ko na lang. Sabi nga sa Star Wars, di ba, ni Obi-Wan Kenobi, lightsaber
ano
is a
sabi
weapon of a more civilized age.
Parang gano'n rin yung sword.
Yeah. Pero okay lang, sige.
Pero sige
Pero
lang.
yun na nga writing wise kasi hindi naman gano'n talaga na-explain.
Yes.
I mean, yung tarito, aside from being the sword being a heirloom, what else is the purpose?
Yeah.
But yeah, ako naman, nakita ko naman na yun na yung ginamit nilang pampatay dun sa kalaban. Okay. Sige,
Okay, let's move on.
Let's move on na tayo. I think, yeah,
It's an okay movie.
it's okay movie. It's okay movie.
But it makes you excited for the future pa rin.
Yeah, I agree. Okay,
Saan tayo?
next.
Tung, 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 tung.
Okay, next one. The Odyssey. Okay. Sige.
Pero actually, pangit nga yung design ng sword. Tinitingnan ko ngayon like it looks weird.
But it's a sword. Let's move on na with the Odyssey.
Pupunta tayo.
They overcomplicate that. Sige lang, go na. Na-curious rin kasi ako sa napa-research ako sa sword. And then like nakita kong picture, I'm like, this doesn't look that good though.
Okay,
Go.
let's move on.
Odyssey.
Let's move on with the Swords of Odyssey naman. The joke. Okay, game. Okay, sige. This movie is at least 3 hours long.
3 hours long, yes.
And I didn't feel like it's 3 hours except na napapunta ako sa CR just to
Kailangan.
just to have a bathroom break, but parang for me kahit na nag-bathroom break ako, I didn't miss any details.
Yes.
Same. At saka just to add din, kung ang Supergirl ay nagkaroon ng maraming call-outs, ito rin, mas malala.
Actually, sobrang inis ako after watching the movie sa lahat ng call-outs.
Bakit?
Ikaw na muna. Ikaw mag-rant muna.
Ikaw, Eugene, sige.
Sige. Ang akin lang, kasi sinasabi lang diversity hire, ganyan-ganyan, si Elliot Page, tsaka si Zendaya. Look, guys.
And even si Lupita Nyong'o.
Mm.
Guys, ano sila, diba? Mediterranean sila. Basically, Mesopotamia.
No,
Tama?
no. Mesopotamia is somewhere pa in the Middle East pa eh. Ano yan eh.
Ah,
Dito Persian, area of Iran,
okay.
Iraq. Mm.
Guys, yung Troy is actually modern day Turkey. And malapit sila sa Egypt, which is near Africa. Hindi siya malabo eh.
Hindi,
siya malapit.
hindi, medyo malayo ang
Yung parang nakikipag-trade na sila with Egyptians or something nung panahon na yun.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oo,
Definitely. So,
definitely. Pero ang layo ng Turkey with with Egypt or North Africa, no?
pero babalik lang tayo, no? Wala akong pakialam sa diversity, gender, or if you do a good job in acting or your craft, deserve mo yung part na yun.
Mm.
No questions asked.
Mm.
Mm.
Dineserve ni Elliot Page yun kasi napanood ko siya dun sa part niya. She did pretty well. Si Zendaya did her part well. Si nasa Black Panther siya, di ba?
Sabi nga siya, ang hirap nga eh.
Lupita Nyong'o.
Nagulat nga ako.
Si Lupita, hindi po ako racist.
Hindi, racist ka. Matagal na namin alam yun.
Okay.
Ilang beses mo na
Lupita did her
pinakita
job.
sa amin yun.
Lupita did her job well.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Para
I mean,
di ako sanay dun sa sa take ni Eugene na
Di ako racist.
Di siya racist. Di joke lang.
hindi
Oo
ako
nga.
ganun ka-racist. Like, may limits yun.
Nilulugar niya raw.
Oo. Kasi hanggang jokes na talaga yun eh. Na-enjoy ko siya. Na-enjoy ko yung movie. Kasi, siya parang ilang beses nang nagkaroon ng iterations ng Odyssey.
Yeah.
The Simpsons had their version. Even SpongeBob did their own version of Odyssey, which is yung SpongeBob movie. You guys are aware?
Mm.
Hindi alam yun? Yung I'm a goofy goober!
Wait, yung pala yung nun? Yung pala yung pinanggalingan nun? Hindi ko naisip yun ah.
Pag tinignan mo siya ng mabuti, oo eh. Meron Bag of Winds, which is hindi nalagay sa may mga ibang
Yeah.
ng Odyssey na hindi nalagay sa Odyssey movie kasi baka 6 hours na yun.
Mm.
Yes.
Hindi, saka yung ibang sabihin natin na parang medyo hindi sa whimsical, no? Para mystical. The
Mystical.
mystical aspect of the Odyssey was
The Odyssey.
Was
Tinanggal
not
niya.
adapted.
Lahat tinanggal niya nga eh.
Mm.
In a way.
Bigay natin yung
Except to some, ha? Like for example, yung
Except yung iba. Yeah. Except yung iba.
yung kay Cersei's Island.
at saka yung parang pinagsama nila
Yung
yung
One-Eyed
Cersei's Island
Ogre.
at saka yung Lotus Eaters kasi magkaiba daw na magkaibang adventures yun eh.
Magkaiba. Pinagsama yung kay Calypso sa
Pinagsama
yung saka yung Lotus Eaters.
I mean, kumbaga, parang for me kasi, this was sort of like Inglourious Bastards na,
Mm.
I mean, not as widely as that, but it's a retelling of the Odyssey.
Mm.
Pero yun. Ikaw, tapos ka na ba?
Just to add in lang, no.
Sige,
So,
sige, go lang.
para sa akin tong recreate yung Christopher Nolan's Odyssey. Again, sinasabi ko marami na akong iterations na na-consume. Again, yung The Simpsons, SpongeBob, mga animated series na versions ng Odyssey.
Yeah. Mm.
Alam ko may animated movie ng Odyssey. Bata kasi ako nun. So hindi ko alam na lahat pala ng crew niya nabatay. Ini-expect ko lang
Yes.
Nagtataka lang ako bakit si Odysseus lang nakauwi? In-explain pala doon sa, hindi, patay sila lahat. Okay. Yung Christopher Nolan sa akin kasi, para siyang para siyang grown-up version ng lahat na yan. Parang, it's like a dish made, parang para siyang same dish na kinakain mo nung bata ka. It's nostalgic. Pero made with better, tsaka more grown up and complex ingredients.
Hmm.
Diba? Kasi hindi na siya yung hindi na siya yung
It's something familiar but it's a
It's a retelling. It's
Oo.
a retelling.
sa retelling. Tsaka sabi nga niya, ni Christopher Nolan, and nagugusto ako director si Christopher Nolan dito. Gusto niya grounded talaga yung more grounded yung it's a more grounded take of the epic tale of Odysseus, no.
Mm.
Tsaka ang na-enjoy ko dito is yung paggamit ng special effects, yung sounds sobrang lakas.
Dude, yung world dito,
Oo.
hindi siya gumamit ng CGI.
Very minimal.
Oo.
Very minimal lang CGI.
Nagulat nga ako. Tsaka yung sige, continue.
Go lang.
Dili, ko na lang. Sige na nga. Yung conceptualization niya with yung Cyclops was very talagang horrific eh.
Yeah.
Pati yung mga special effects na ginamit niya dun sa Island ni Cersei.
Mm.
Ayun nga.
Talagang ako parang naapal ako pero parang at the same time, paano kaya ginawa to? Hindi siya mukhang CGI. Parang
Yun nga eh.
Practical effects.
Practical. Kaya nga never nila pinakita fully na nagmomorph eh.
Mm.
It's more of nag-acting lang sila na parang minomorph niya, but every shot is just the same prosthetic eh.
Mm.
galing, no?
Different stages lang. Magaling ang actress rin.
Mm.
Oo. Grabe, it's I would say tama yung siguro yung naging decision natin na pagganon-ganon tayo. No?
Mm.
Yeah, wala na akong masasabi doon sa classic tale made with modern storytelling, I would say. Yeah.
Sige, go. Yan. Go, John.
Ako naman, like, sobrang nainis ako after watching the movie sa lahat ng mga pinagtitira ng mga anti-woke na to. Kasi like yan, si Elliot Page. I do agree if sinabi natin siya si Achilles sa movie, hindi siya bagay.
Mm. Pero
Tapos
hindi
iba
siya si
yung image
Achilles.
talaga ni Achilles. But hindi siya si Achilles.
Daming kasi
Sipon.
nag-expect. I mean, dami lang siguro nagpapalagay.
Diba?
Mm.
Sa akin kasi, his look was perfect for what they wanted to do, which is
Mm.
someone na still looks very innocent. Kasi nga, that's what he's supposed to be representing. Na he was this kid na napasama sa gera kasi nga dahil doon sa drawing ng sticks na binayaran yung family niya. And all throughout the Odysseus was supposed to protect him pero failed him. But dahil sa itsura niya nga, it actually made it more heart-wrenching makita na magawa to someone that looks like that.
Mm.
So I think there are other actors who could have done this. No naman doon. But I think maganda yung ginawa pa rin ni Elliot Page.
Mm.
I think Nolan got the perfect person for this. Yes, other people could have done it, but tama pa rin yung pagcast naman ni Nolan. I don't think it was because transgender to, sige sama natin. It was more of this person siguro tawag doon? Applied for it and then pumasa siya and he was perfect for the role.
Yeah.
Zendaya, okay, I get it. Hindi siya yung prototypical image ko of who Athena is. But then inexplain sa end ng movie why she looks like that. She's not supposed to be the goddess of beauty. She was just an embodiment of the guilt that Odysseus was carrying.
Yes.
Yeah. And then ito si Ngoyo naman, like they showed her face. Nyong-o.
Yeah.
They showed her face 10 years after the Trojan War.
Mm.
After the start of the Trojan War, that could have meant 10 years ago she would have looked better.
Yeah.
So she was 10 years older na at this point na like understandable na hindi na siya ganun ka perfect and young. And sinabi na nga clearly doon, she wasn't the reason why they went to war.
Mm.
It was because they wanted to see the trade ni Troy.
The
so
trade
they just used her as an excuse. Yeah. So nothing against her, but I do agree if you want Helen, the beautiful queen that launched 1,000 ships, at her prime, yes, baka hindi nga siya yung perfect na casting. Because there are other female naman na, kahit sabi mo black, no problem. Kasi nakita ko nga, hindi naman sobrang against sa beauty standards ng Greek time ang mga blacks. Kasi yung nga, sabi sa Homer's The Odyssey mismo, they describe the black man there as one of the most handsome and regal looking whatever. So there's nothing against that. But yes, they could hire another black person na mas bata, na mas, maganda yung features. Pero inexplain sa movie na that wasn't the real reason. So I was like, okay, that makes sense then. The casting and Nyong-oh?
Lupita
yeah.
Nyong-oh.
Lupitan niyo.
Nyong-oh did her role so good.
Yeah.
Like the short time she was there, it was so good.
And she performed
so-
2 roles, She performed 2
Yeah,
roles.
2 roles. Yeah. So
and her,
as the-
her twin sister.
Yung twin sister.
yeah. So and kita mo yung range ng niya, ng acting niya in both roles. One is embittered, one is passionately angry, one is embittered na sanay na siya sa niya, sa role niya in anong pangalan nun? As the wife of yung kapatid niya.
Menelaus.
Menelaus.
And
Yeah.
also the wife of Agamemnon.
Yeah. So, yung pagod na siya after 10 years. So, kita mo yung pagkapagod niya versus the other role na sobrang passionate na galit. So, maganda yung range niya. So, medyo nainis ako sa mga ang ingay na mga anti-woke before. Na for me kasi both sides are sometimes too much for me. Like yung mga woke rin, sometimes I'm like, too much. But then the anti-woke is also the same. It's just two sides of the same coin. You're leaning towards your side too much na nakaka-irita na kayo. But beyond all that, when I watched the Odyssey, I'm like, I forgot how good Nolan was.
Yeah.
Kasi I didn't watch ano yung recent niya?
Oppenheimer.
I didn't watch Interstellar.
Oppenheimer.
I didn't watch Oppenheimer.
Hindi ko rin napanood.
I watched Oppenheimer. Man.
Like I have to watch both kasi nga like I did like The Prestige. I like Batman, of course. Dark Knight.
Batman of course.
Batman.
For me.
Yeah. And then
Nolan vs. Batman for me is the number 1 Batman. No questions
Inception
asked.
siya rin, no?
Yes, Inception.
Hindi tayo magka-agree doon. Pero
Inception.
Best Batman.
Best.
saka na natin pag-usapan yan. Pag Batman na usapan. Gusto ko yung Pattinson actually.
Yung ano?
Pattinson.
Maganda. The Pattinson was good.
Andun din siya. Andun din sa sa Odyssey
andun din siya.
si Pattinson.
Sa bakit si Batman.
Napadiverge siya, napaisip ako eh. Yeah, medyo hindi. Best Batman sa movies, not counting voice actors.
Yeah, not counting voice actors Not counting voice actors. Pero sige, sorry.
Mahaba-habang usapan yan.
Next time.
Kung gagawa tayo na episode ng Batman movie, we have to watch all of the Batman again.
Okay. Sige.
I think that should be a challenge kasi mahaba-habang usapan. Okay, sige.
Okay.
So for me, Odyssey, I forgot how good Nolan was. Actually, tingnan ko yung filmography niya afterwards. I'm like, shit, ang konti lang palang ginawa niya. And the ones I watch, I super love. Lalo na The Prestige. Sobrang love ko nung film na yun. Ang ganda nung ano. So, kung sinabi ko kay Supergirl na doesn't have to be watched, baka wag mo na panoorin sa sinehan. Odyssey is the complete opposite. I'm like,
Yeah.
you have to watch it in the cinema.
Sige,
Hindi ko na panood sa IMAX.
Yeah.
The way that Nolan wanted it.
Yes.
So, hindi ko na panood that way. But regardless, I think ang ganda niya talaga sa sinehan. I forgot. Alam mo yung hindi ko masyado napapansin lagi yung the way they frame things. Hindi ko lagi napapansin yung sounds, yung background, but with this one, ang ganda ng shots, ang ganda ng soundtrack na kinuha nila. The casting was perfect. Nakakatuwa makita si John Leguizamo in such a serious role.
Grabe. Galing niya doon.
Go lang. Kasi usually kilala natin siya for more Kenkoy roles and that yung ano niya sa John Wick. But like, This one, he showed his range.
Serious ranges, magaling din naman siya eh. Sa chef, nandun din. Medyo
Hindi ko kasi siya masyadong napapanood sa mga yon.
Mm.
Kilala ko siya most of yung mga comedic, sarcastic, sardonic roles. And I don't know sardonic ba yung word. But yeah, like yung mas humorous roles niya before. So, yung John Wick nga, medyo mas seryoso na siya dun eh.
Yeah.
But even then, not drama-wise. So, ito yung first time ko makita siya na serious role na drama na
Isang movie na yung may parang chef's table na nandun din siya nun eh, di ba? Parang movie director siya na si medyo serious din yun.
Yeah. He was, alam ko yung sinasabi mo, he was okay there. Like, hindi siya sobrang, parang dark mo lang yung usual character niya, pero it wasn't a huge jump from his old characters versus this one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yun lang sa akin. Sa akin, parang ganda. Sobrang ganda ng Odyssey. Mahaba lang talaga. But if you watch in the sinehan, kasi nga kitang-kita mo yung visuals, kahit ako, like mapapaupo ka and watch it.
Yeah. You don't really feel the passage of time watching
Ako rin. Ako nabilisan pa nga ako eh, to be honest.
Hindi naman. Naramdaman ko yung 3 hours.
Naramdaman ko yung 3 hours nung
ako rin. Naramdaman ko yung 3 hours nung kailangan ko mag-bathroom break in the middle of Pero yeah.
Renoma, shoutout. Buti na lang tinabi nyo yung sinihan doon sa may CR mismo agad. Kasi kung nilagay niya sa ibang siguro naisip nila 3 hours to. Siguro lagay natin sa malapit sa CR.
Yeah.
Yeah, i-watch it on sa SM.
Ikaw, Jomar.
Ako
Kamusta ka?
Ito masabi ko lang na Christopher Nolan only hires people na talagang I mean tarito yung talagang mga pinagkakatiwalaan niya na actors. Kasi tarito he won't hire those people kung hindi niya alam kung ano yung acting ranges nila.
Yes.
Kasi you have seen those actors in different roles in different Nolan movies. Ang wala lang doon siguro na iba maybe si Christian Bale, sino yung gumanap na Oppenheimer, si
Peaky Blinders guy.
Peaky Blinders guy.
Si Irishman.
Pangalan nito.
Yeah, I forgot it.
Cillian
Murphy.
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, Cillian Murphy. Sa 28 Days Later.
Yun. Yeah, but Elliot Page is still there. Matt Damon is there.
Gusto ko lang din si Elliot Page is hindi lang siya putyo-putyo na actor kasi again nag-Juno siya.
Yeah, Juno.
Sabihin natin yung X-Men, Umbrella Academy.
Si Kitty Page.
Yes.
Kitty Pride.
Kitty Pride. Pero hindi siya
Kitty Pride. Sorry.
I wouldn't say that was a highlight.
Yeah.
Okay lang.
Pero di ba, Juno siya? That was an award-winning
Juno movie. Si Juno yung pinaka niya.
Again, hindi siya putyo-putyo na actor lang na bigatin din siya eh. So, yan.
Actually, I forgot if siya nga, pero alam ko siya yun eh. Candy. Let me double check.
Google tayo.
Sige, Google.
Candy, anong movie? Elliot Page movies.
Yeah. And I also want to agree rin yung sa take.
Di ba siya? Baka hindi siya to. Sorry.
I also want to agree with your takes din about the
David said Hard Candy ba yan?
Hard Candy.
Yes.
Galing niya dun. Go.
I also want I also want to agree, or I really agree with your takes about sa casting na tarito na it doesn't matter what race they are because tarito technically Homer didn't specify what kind of race the characters have, 'di ba?
Yeah. So yun nga, like sa akin naman
Inception
halata namang hindi sa retelling eh.
Inception.
Sino?
Ellen Page nasa or Elliot Page nasa Inception.
Nasa Inception din siya.
Nasa Inception din siya.
So, may
Kaya niya
familiarity
kinuha.
na siya with
Kaya niya
Nolan.
kinuha. Yeah. Kaya niya kinuha.
Oh, di
So
ba?
guys,
Sabi ko
shut
naman,
the fuck up.
kaya nga sabi ko, di ba, Nolan did tarito, he wouldn't really work with, siguro, I think Zendaya was, new to, new to
Pero
Nolan.
pero naka-perfect agad siya kay Nolan.
Oo. Si Zendaya, Charlize Theron ata bago din kay Nolan kasi Anne Hathaway was with work with Nolan
Lumakat-woman.
as Catwoman.
Thrice.
Price.
Interstellar.
Oh yeah, Interstellar din pala. Yeah.
That one you really have to watch.
Yeah, you need
Actually,
to.
mas interested ako panoorin yun kaysa kay Oppenheimer.
In The Martian ba si Nolan din?
Parang
Hindi.
Hindi. Pero yan, no, Matt Damon, yung mga movies ni Matt Damon na parati siyang nawawala.
Matt Damon!
At kailangan umuwi. Bigyan niya ng papasahe si Matt Damon para makauwi.
Oo nga. Ito, i-finalist ko na lang din ta.
Okay.
Tapos na ba tayo sa
Di pa. May take pa pala. Sige.
Sige.
Ano pa masabi ko? Wala na ako pa masabi. I kinda agree na with your takes with Odyssey. At dito Odyssey is one of the highest rated movies in Christopher Nolan movies. One of the highest rated Christopher Nolan movies in Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, damn.
As in,
I would agree. Pero, yeah,
parang
I would say
yung Tenet lang ata yung pinakamababa, which is around something 9 pa rin ata or something. Pero yeah.
Tayo na, seryoso ba to? Executive producer si Nolan sa wala, hindi ko na siya gusto.
saan?
Executive producer siya sa Snyderverse, basically.
Oo.
Kaya medyo naniwala ako na akala ko dati si Batman, ang magiging Batman dun sa Man of Steel, si Christian Bale eh. Or at least man lang si Joseph Gordon-Levitt eh.
4 years.
Yun yung
Robin.
Yeah, kasi di ba retired na si Batman nun? Kasi parang that was an authentic of Batman.
Yeah.
Kasi parang binasa niya yung a decade of crime fighting would definitely break you. A decade of athleticism nga would definitely break you, kaya nga ganun si Batman. Kaya si Robin na yung bagong, I would say. Pero yun nga, yun yung akala ko noon na siya yung papalit, siya yung magiging magpapakita as doon sa Man of Steel. So yan. Yan lang.
Pero si Ben Affleck pala.
Si Ben Affleck, which is such a shame din. I-discuss na natin yan sa next episode natin kung magkaka-episode tayo ng Batman.
I think we need to.
Oh my God.
We need to.
If we're gonna do Batman, and then we're gonna segue to Snyder, I'm gonna tell you right now, sobrang ako kay Snyder.
Banas ka ba?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, I love 300. Sucker Punch daw, maraming tumitira. Gusto ko siya. Watchmen was beautiful. Snyderverse, man.
Yeah, I think you said your piece na rin a lot of times.
A lot of times.
In the previous episodes.
If we're gonna do a Batman one, pero gusto ko si Ben Affleck as Batman.
Okay.
Same.
Gusto ko naman.
Mm.
Pero sayang pa rin talaga si Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Quote ko lang ang sinabi nung isang parang subject matter expert dun sa kasi he was asked about Odyssey and what he thought about it kasi ang dami nga doon inaccuracy. Sabi nga niya, we got to stop looking at antiquity through our modern lens.
Yeah.
But why?
Pero yeah, I kind of agree, but I somehow don't agree with that.
Yeah. Kasi technically, the Odyssey of Christopher Nolan is viewing antiquity in the modern sense.
Mm-mm.
Kasi nga sa original Odyssey, it was more of an adventure and medyo hero actually si Odysseus doon.
Yeah.
He was the
Tragic
one that
hero.
was constantly doing good.
Mm-mm.
Kaya nga okay lang mamatay yung buong crew niya kasi his crew keeps screwing him up.
Actually,
Meanwhile, ito, so PTSD, which is a modern idea, modern concept in a way.
mm-mm.
So, the Odyssey is a modern retelling of an ancient story, which is, yun naman talaga storytelling.
Mm-mm.
Gaya nga ng sabi sa Deadpool versus the Universe, all of the stories right now are based on classic literature, on classic tropes that were done
Before,
way before.
yeah.
So,
Mm-mm. We just try to
Pero
recycle it.
I think ang inaano lang niya kasi was, I think he was defending that the casting choices of everything, I would say.
Mm.
Kasi, ewan ko if that was, he said it right, or ba mali lang ata yung pagkakaintindi ko. Pero, I would say, we gotta, minsan we have to be liberal about
yeah.
kahit maging inaccurate kasi kahit si Xiao Chua sinasabi niya, ginagawa niya yan guys dati daw base sa Cool Pals episode nila. Susulatin niya lahat ng inaccuracies every movie, Jose Rizal, gano'n. At saka yung pinag-usapan kasi nila yung Quezon topic dati na rin.
Yeah.
Pero kasi this one is not a historical film. It's, yes, Troy existed. Yes, there was a war before.
Mm-mm.
But this is a fantasy story. Yeah, it's a fantasy story.
It's a myth.
Yeah, it's a myth.
It's a myth.
It's not even a myth. It's literally a story created by Homer.
Mm.
It's a fiction story. It's a fiction novel or epic rather. It's not meant to be historical. So kahit na iba pa yan, okay lang basta magaling yung actors and actresses kasi nga it's a fantasy movie in a way. It is actually. Nirealistic lang ni Nolan in some cases, but it's a fantasy movie essentially. So the casting choices doesn't matter. So if that's like saying Lord of the Rings, bawal magka-ego. Parang it's a fantasy book. It's okay.
Yeah, yun nga din pati sa Star Wars nagkakaroon din ng mga ganong klaseng like puti lang ba ang naging tao sa mundo? Bakit parang
may Lando Calrissian nung umappear ng episode 5 Diba?
Yeah, medyo weird. Anyway, let's go na to kundi anong oras na naman tayo matatapos.
Sige, last na lang. Wait lang, last words na lang siguro with
sige, go.
Odyssey. I think dito, I can I really agree that this is a retelling of Homer's epic in a modern lens. Kasi dito a lot of the top yung mga dinidiscuss dito na topics, sinabi na ni John kanina, PTSD, dito yung pag-conquer lang ng invasion ng mga it's somehow it resonates with the modern times. So and I think sabihin natin na sabihin ng mga tao na masyadong pinopolitika naman yung message ng odds. Guys, please accept it na medyo talagang political nga naman talaga tong story na to. Ito pa, even if it's fantasy, there's something political with
of course
with the story.
Ano nga yan? Even non-political stance is a political stance
Yes.
Ironic, isn't it? Pero
yeah. Sige. We move on na with the Spider-Man.
Odyssey 2.
Odyssey for me, definitely a must-watch. Definitely a must-watch.
Kuha kayo ng projector at IMAX tapos kung hindi niyo na download nyo sa Pirate Bay.
I don't know kung gusto pang ipalabas ni Christopher Nolan to in a digital format kasi dito parang hindi ata siya pumayag na ang Oppenheimer is sa Netflix. I don't know I don't know. Hindi ko pa kasi nakikita ang Oppenheimer to streaming services eh.
Ako nga lang, hindi ko nga rin siya napansin sa stream. Paano yun? Oh man, that's sad.
Parang yun nga mas prefer ni Nolan that people would really have physical copies of the
Hindi, so you can buy it pero as a movie, hindi streaming lang.
sorry.
So you can buy it sa Apple TV, sa Amazon Video, sa Google Play. So I guess he wants you to buy it pa rin versus mga Netflix.
Tama yan actually. Okay din yan.
Yes,
Actually, miss ko yung physical media minsan. Kasi wala akong mahanap yung may mga shows na gusto ko panoorin wala sa Netflix or something. Anyways, Spider-Man na ba
yeah,
tayo?
let's go with Spider-Man.
I enjoyed Odyssey more than Spider-Man.
I enjoyed Spider-Man more than Odyssey. Sorry.
No. Actually, I think medyo weird nga yung yung opinion ko dyan. I like Spider-Man.
You enjoyed-
Yung opinion ko on it. I think I enjoyed Odyssey more than Spider-Man. But it doesn't, I'm not saying hindi okay si Spider-Man. Masaya si Spider-Man, good si Spider-Man, but mas kakaiba kasi si Odyssey, I think.
Baliktad naman tayo kasi para sa akin
Alam, mahirap ka samahin sa Odyssey eh. Marami kang tatanungin.
mas
Tanong ni Mrs. Bat ko siya hindi nila sa Odyssey.
mas unique sa akin si Spider-Man than Odyssey. Odyssey kasi the best ka ng in some shape, way, or form. Ilang beses ko na siya nahulog. Wala kayong nakita?
Wala tayong nakita.
Legs ko. Wala naman nakalabas. Wala naman nakalabas.
Baliktad tayo sa takes natin kasi sa akin mas naging unique sa akin si Spider-Man than tulad nga na sinasabi ko kasi again, in some other forms or cases na-consume ko na ang Odyssey except yung kay Nolan pero medyo parehas din kasi siya para sa akin eh. Like,
actually, nakalimutan ko kasi Odyssey when I started watching it. Honestly, I actually forgot na it's a story I've watched already before. I forgot it was a myth. I forgot the entire thing. So, nung pinapanood ko, tapos dahan-dahan nangyari yung mga I'm like,
nagpa-flashback sa'yo.
oh, ito pala yun! Oh, that's what this movie is about.
Yeah, I also remember I watched nga the Odyssey dati na may na animated version eh.
Yeah.
Kasi
Ako yata real. Live action yata sa...
Yung kay Ray Fiennes?
Yeah. Like 90s pa.
Okay.
May 1997 version na miniseries.
Baka yun.
Meron ding parang Odysseus versus Poseidon na animated series. Alam ko may animated movie dati nung Odyssey.
Teka.
Yeah. Meron nga, dalawa.
Pero yun. Teka lang, nawawala na tayo. Balik tayo Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. So, yun nga. Kaya parang, kasi, again, aside wala akong Spider-Man figure nandun malayo. Aside sa ilang beses ko siya na-consume, nilesson pa nga namin yun. Sobrang nerd tong teacher namin sa Odyssey. Spider-Man was a different take for me. It was a bit of fresh air. A bit of mas fresh air kaysa sa akin kaysa sa Odyssey. Na-enjoy ko yung movie. Lalo na ang galing nila nito sorry James Gunn, pero etong Spider-Man story na to, I liked it better. Parang for me, it's the two Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Ha?
Of course. Mas maganda siya dihama kaysa sa mga dali ikutin-kutin ako kung gagana. Hindi, actually, hindi ko nakala-charge.
Ito, nasira. Ayan.
Okay. So, di ba yung si Tobey Maguire tsaka si Andrew Garfield? Etong Spider-Man take na to is like minorp sila with the specialties nga ni Tom Holland. Yung science geek nga. Parang it morphed into one being that talagang yung essence ni Peter Parker, yung essence ni Spider-Man, nandun sa movie na yun. Which I enjoyed more than the first 3 movies ni Tom Holland. Kasama na dun yung odd. Joke lang. Hindi. Equal sila na Odyssey, I would say. Yun lang. Pwede pa ma-expound more pero gusto ko muna
Go. Sige lang.
Para conversational siya, para at least medyo maan din natin. Ang ganda lang din ng twist para sa akin na si Jean Grey yung kalaban pala niya.
Oo. Which, by the way, a lot of people gasp their ear for, parang, nagulat sila, that's Jean Grey.
Si Jean Grey. Tapos, ang ano pa nun, hindi rin siya yung star of the show. Talagang si Spider-Man pa rin. Hindi siya naagawan, tulad ni Lobo, no? Hindi siya naagawan si Spider-Man kasi the whole trailer start, we don't know who the enemy was. My theory was, it was, Mr. Negative, si Negative Man.
Si kalaban ni Jessica Jones.
Oo, dun din sa Spider-Man
Yung purple.
game. Spider-Man.
Yes, yung first one.
Akala ko siya yung pinakalaban. Kaya di ba nakaka-influence siya ng
Noong una rin, medyo rin yun iniisip ko nga.
Plus yung trailers with the hat. Ang galing ng mga naggumawa ng trailers kasi you were expecting na this is gonna be again, I think they know that they're leading us there, pero hindi natin alam na may left hook sila na nakahanda sa ating lahat.
It's a misdirection, kumbaga.
It's a huge misdirection. It's a huge misdirection. Ang galing nung story, ang galing din nung again, acting ni Spider-Man. Nagustuhan ko yung again, kaya nagiging parang Tobey Maguire-ish siya kasi may biological webs na siya. Just medyo parang kadire pag gano'n yan. No? Hindi ginawa ni Tobey Maguire yan no? Parang, ewan ko lang. Pero, ang familiar siya sa akin kasi parang siyang fan cast nung isang parang nung tawag doon, yung nanonood ba kayo yung si Nostalgia Critic? If you're aware.
No. Sorry.
Siya, nagre-review siya ng mga movies. And meron siyang separate show. Ang pangalan niya parang they're recreating movies on what if gano'n. Kasi yung parang medyo may familiarity siya dun sa sinulat nila, which is really great din. Kasi yung sinulat ni Nostalgia Critic, for me it wasn't hindi siya tumatakbo dito gumana siya for me. Basta yan kung may yan.
How about you, John? Yung nga, sabi mo mas enjoy mo pa ang Spider-Man.
I think better na ikaw muna. Kasi kanina medyo nakain namin yung oras mo for Odyssey and anong tawag dito.
Okay lang.
Sige, sir.
Okay, sige.
Uy pa ako
Hindi ko sinasabi, again, nagustuhan ko siya. Sobrang nag-enjoy naman ako sa kanya. I think it's more of yung Odyssey kasi kakaiba siya. This one felt more like MCU going back to
the basics.
Like prime MCU days. I admit, mas gusto ko storytelling talaga ni, ano yung last one? Brand New Day ba? Hindi.
Far From Home? Hindi.
Far From Home ba yun? Yung tatlo sila lahat?
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Sorry, No Way Home.
Admittedly, kasi may nostalgia dahil tatlong Spider-Man, but I love the storytelling there way more. Mas maganda yung emotional impact for me.
Yeah.
But when I'm saying that, that's like 97 versus 98 na grade. Hindi yung napakalaki na agwat nilang dalawa. Sobrang nag-enjoy ako sa film na to. Hindi ko masyado trip yung pagpasok ni Hulk, I think. Natuwa ako sa kanya. Masaya ako seeing him again. Masaya ako seeing him do the Hulk out version again. But hindi ko siya masyadong Parang okay lang. Parang cameo lang siya sa akin more than integral to the story.
Yun ang question ko nga sa sarili ko eh. Kasi dito, 'di ba during the ano ba to? Yung even nga Avengers Endgame and during She-Hulk, 'di ba? He was in the form of the intelligent Hulk, 'di ba? Tapos hindi niya kailangang i-suppress yung pagiging Hulk niya kasi he was able to control himself as Bruce Banner and having the brain of having the body of the Hulk,
The Hulk, yeah.
'di ba?
Mm.
Tapos dito sa sa story dito sa story ng Brand New Day, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Dito merong suit na limiter si Bruce Banner. I mean, saan ba ako nagkamali na timeline? Saan ko bang timeline ipapasok tong na to? Brand
It's
New
either
Day.
timeline or baka ibang universe siya.
No, hindi.
Wait,
Hindi ibang universe eh.
Mhm.
Parang wala. Parang sinasabi lang nila na nawala yung yung parang agreement nila ni Hulk. Yun yung nila, yun yung parang theory nila na kasi the Hulk is just it's another being inside of Banner. So nawala yung parang balance nilang dalawa.
Pero kasi parang kung iisipin mo nga sa She-Hulk 'di ba?
Sa She-Hulk,
He was able to control his power Hulk in his mind, 'di ba? And yun pa siya pa nga naging mentor ni She-Hulk, 'di ba?
yung nga eh.
Yun yung mga moments na parang namimiss ko si Edward Norton as Hulk. As Bruce Banner.
Hindi,
Sorry.
parang mali kasi. So sinasabi nga dito sa isang Reddit thread na na kasi nga kinontrol ni Jean Grey. Pero yung nga but
hindi.
But if ganun lang, yeah, gets ko. Pero why did he need nga yung suppression in the first place eh?
Limiter, yeah. In the first place. Yun lang siguro yung inconsistency na nakita ko doon. Pero kasi ang laking bagay rin pala nung limiter na yun kasi that would help Peter Parker to create a universal suppressor kasi nga namomblema rin siya with his with his powers na yung arachnid DNA niya would
Oh!
What?
Okay. So sa She-Hulk raw, confirm this because I haven't watched it though medyo gusto ko nga ito panoorin eh. Sinasabi nga, the stones made his arm unhealable in Hulk form. So the device was meant to stop Hulk from coming out so that his arm could heal. The problem is, parang I guess nagtampo si Hulk kasi the fact na sinupress siya means binrik ni ni Banner yung deal.
Oh.
Oo nga. Parang sa mga start ng series may ganun siya. Tapos parang naboringan na ako sa She-Hulk tapos hindi na ako nanood.
Gusto ko panoorin eh kasi nandun si si ito? Yung sidekick niya sa Doctor Strange.
Si Wong.
Si Wong, yeah. Pero yun. So ako yung Spider-Man is just masaya siya. I like the introduction of Jean Grey. I like na hindi siya goody-goody two-shoes when they introduced her. Natuwa ako sa dynamic ni Punisher sa Spider-Man.
Same.
Do medyo weird. Punisher isn't like that in the TV series, right?
Hindi, binarera siya sa paa eh.
Hindi, pero kumbaga hindi siya yung medyo malambot kasi siya dito eh.
Oo.
Hindi.
Dito masyado siyang friendly. Pero I like their naman. I just felt like medyo masyadong tawag doon? Niretcon nila ng konti si Punisher to fit with the body cup dynamic.
Yun nga,
Tapos masaya ako,
sige, go lang. Sorry.
masaya ako na si Ned yung mas nakaalala kay Peter Parker.
Oo.
Pero yung nga,
Hindi
tinatanong nga
niya.
sa akin nung wife ko kung bakit si Ned na-recognize si Peter Parker, pero si Mary Jane, I'm like, but they were friends since they were kids.
Yeah.
They grew up so long, so their bond is way stronger. Oh, go.
Okay.
Magic si Ned eh.
Oh.
Yun di ba?
Mm-mm.
Magic si Ned.
Mm-mm.
Hindi, pero technically hindi niya naman naalala kasi. It's more of may na-trigger na memory.
Mm-mm.
Yun
Alam
ang
na-
magic siya.
Pwede yung magic na.
Pwede. Pero ayun no, for me no, yun nga pwede ba natin sabihin na itong yung week na pinalabas yung
I think kailangan mo lagay sa description ng spoilers to.
yeah.
Maraming spoilers, yeah.
Pero
title.
pinalipas na nga natin yung yung halos isang linggo for the Spider-Man di ba?
Pero may mga iba hindi pa nakakapanood pagbigyan mo na.
Lagyan na lang sa thumbnail na spoiler warning na.
Sige,
Para at
sige.
least,
Okay, sige. Yun nga. Ako lang masabi ko lang is that can we just say that the 2 weeks of last weeks of July would be John Bertal and Tom Holland week because we have seen them in 2 movies.
And Zendaya.
And
Zendaya din.
And Zendaya. Yeah. We have seen them in 2 movies. Back to back.
Spider-Man, one movie.
Pero different yung atake interesting rin naman yung I think di ko lang alam kung ano yung mas naunang i-film, either either in Odyssey or Spider-Man Brand New Day. Pero nakita man natin na maganda yung dynamics ni Tom Holland din, John Bertal.
Oo,
Diba?
galing.
Ganda, ayos yung nila. And then,
Magtito sila dun sa Odyssey. Magtito din sila dito sa...
di sila magtito sa Odyssey.
Ay, di ba?
Hindi. Hindi.
More of technically friend lang ni Odysseus si
Menelaus.
si Menelaus.
So, basically, same dynamic nga din halos.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Pero yeah, I think dito nakakatawa yung
So they were supposed to be filmed at the same time, pero si Tom Holland mismo nag-request. Odyssey starts filming first, then pinushback nila production ni Brand New Day for that.
Oh.
Malakas si Tom Holland.
Malakas si Tom Holland. Hindi, malakas rin kasi si Christopher Nolan.
Oh yeah, si Nolan rin. Yeah.
Disney. Wala yan. Gawin natin itong Odyssey.
Pero yeah, dito for me nakakatawa yung dynamics ni The Punisher and ni Spider-Man. And I think dito merong part silang sinasabi about this the Punisher needed help in Staten Island. So I think it's a Easter egg na I think Marvel would explore sometime either through a Punisher Disney series or or an independent movie, another movie na i-explain yun.
Baka sa series niya.
Diba? And ano pa ba kung ko?
Well, pwede rin lang siya, wala lang rin. Kasi medyo sinerch ko pero pwedeng wala lang, world building lang.
Yung parang yung parang sa rin sa Avengers sinabi nila what happened in ba yan? Bulgaria ba or sa other country? Yung between
Budapest.
Budapest between.
Hindi, pero pinakita nila yung Budapest sa di ba? Sa Black Widow na movie, hindi ba?
Hindi, kasi it's between Black Widow and Hawkeye .
Hawkeye. Yeah, and the Black Widow movie had Hawkeye and hindi ba?
No. Wala si Hawkeye din sa Black Widow movie.
Hindi ko rin napanood yung Black Widow movie. Medyo yun yung time na nawalan na rin ako ng interest sa Marvel .
Alam ko wala dun si Hawkeye. It's more like ano lang si Yelena din yung adopted
Also, yun din
mother
Ang
nila
dami,
saka si
ang dami
Red Patriot.
Oo. Ang dami rin nilang in fairness na cameo sa
Oh
Run.
my God, sobrang love ko si Florence Pugh.
Yes. Yeah. Your problems are like this small potato. Me
Big potato.
Big potato.
Moderate size potato. Pero in fairness, hindi, again, yun yung naging problema ko with the past movies ng Marvel. Sumasapaw na yung mga cameos eh. Ito yung cameos nito, parang, feeling ko natuto na sila eh. Parang, okay, wag natin oberan, movie pa rin ito ng certain character na to. Which is great. Kasi,
Okay, sorry
Mm.
So, technically, kaya ko naalala sa Black Widow kasi inexplain sa Black Widow kung ano nangyari sa Budapest. They didn't show it, but kinuwento nila finally kung ano yung ginawa ni Hawkeye for Black Widow.
Sa Budapest.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry na na-stuck ako. Kasi naalala ko talaga may something sa Black Widow movie.
Mm-hmm.
Pero yeah, gets ko yung sinasabi mo na this felt more like yung world building versus random cameos lang.
This movie feels like a Tobey Maguire movie, but better.
Hindi, kasi dito, I think kaya mo nasabi yan because of the organic spider web na lumalabas kay
Yung nga eh.
Aside doon, kasi taghirap mo siya eh.
Technically, hindi naman siya naghihirap eh. Oo.
I think it's the drama kasi.
Actually nga lang eh, yung weird sa akin is yung pagiging niya, yung pag-morph niya into more into more being spider-like. Sorry, I forgot the word, but
Arachnid.
Medyo weird kasi siya sa akin. Like, did he just have to accept and yan na ba yung limit? Or hindi? Kasi sa comic books, may what if na, may Elseworlds na, well, what if, na magiging actual spider siya kasi hindi niya ma-stop yung mutation. So,
man spider.
Yeah, maging man spider siya. Pero dito, ano ba, natapos na ba yung evolution niya when he accepted his powers? Or is it going to be more erratic? So, medyo I don't know, medyo na-weird ako sa part na yun. Like, I know they wanted him to level up, pero parang unnecessary siya for
pero
me element.
I think dito pinakita rin yun dun sa sa isang part rin ng movie that yung isang aspect ng isang scene doon which is also
yung
another
nanonood siya ng documentary
ng spider about molting. It's just parang shedding your old shell to have a room for growth, diba?
Yeah, pero like when will it stop? Did it stop? Or magiging man spider ba siya?
Or maybe dito he was able to learn to lang, 'di ba?
Maganda nga nag-hint sila ng parang nanaginip siya tapos nagkaroon siya ng 8 kamay, parang yung dating, alam mo yun? Nagkaroon lalak.
Pero yeah, I like this naman. Like natuwa rin ako na may konting I think it was throwback ba or yung kay Superior Spider-Man, yung pinakita niya kung gaano talaga siya kalakas against Scorpion. So kung hindi kayo familiar baka si Eugene mas familiar, pero sa kwento kasi ni Superior Spider-Man,
siya yung Dr. Octopus na,
diba? Dr. Octopus pumasok sa katawan ni Peter Parker and kaya nga sabi niya, I'll be Superior Spider-Man because I'm more superior than him. Sa unang laban niya with Scorpion, doon niya na-realize how much Peter Parker has been holding back. So, nung binugbog niya si Scorpion sa movie, it was the same idea na pinakita full force kung gaano kalakas talaga si Spider-Man kung gusto niya talaga magwala. So, I think it was a nod to the Superior Spider-Man fight. I think lang.
That din, pati yung binugbog niya si Kingpin.
Oh, yeah.
Yung nag-symbiote suit siya.
Mm.
Yeah. I would say, yeah, ganun din. I think it's a nod din to Superior Spider-Man. Pero yeah, pag si Spider-Man kasi nanahimik eh. Yun, yung alam na ng lahat yun eh. Pag tumahimik si Spider-Man, it's a bad thing. Pag hindi na siya nag-equip,
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
it's a bad thing. Pero yeah, it's
Pero yeah, it's a good movie. I like it. Definitely much better na than the Captain America trilogy, which before, that was sukatan ng best trilogy sa MCU. But this one, it just cements na Spider-Man talaga is one of their best,
Yeah.
best characters.
characters that
Well, syempre ito sobrang relatable talaga naman ni Spider-Man eh. We cannot talaga dyan.
no denying
No
eh.
denial dyan.
Yeah.
It's just that lang dito. An ordinary guy given extraordinary powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yun.
Yun. Sige, ano pa? Last words with the
It was a good, masaya ako it was a good month for
yeah, good
movies.
good summer. Good summer for movies.
Yeah. Kahit na hindi ako sobrang compliment heavy sa Supergirl, I enjoyed it naman. And of course, Lobo actually, since I was a kid, gusto ko na siya. So seeing him finally in live action and with Jason Momoa playing him, given na sobrang Ryan
Bagay.
Reynolds is Deadpool, Jason Momoa is Lobo. Like, sobrang na yun.
Mm.
So that was really fun. Ha?
Sabi ni Lobo,
San
acknowledge the tribal chick.
Okay. But yeah, so sobrang ganda ng na yun. I'm happy na nakita ko siya. And I'm still excited for the future of James Gunn verse. Oppenheimer was surprising. Odyssey was surprising. Odyssey was surprising. So masaya ako na napanood ko siya. Spider-Man definitely was worth the wait. Even though sinabi ko mas natripan ko Odyssey. I guess it's more of because Odyssey surprised me.
Mm.
Spider-Man it just confirmed what I was expecting from it, which I'm very happy with na it's a return to what Marvel was all about. So I'm excited. It made me more excited for Doomsday even though hindi sobrang connected yung film right now aside sa possibility na magkakasimbayot. Pero it made me more excited kasi nga parang they're slowly getting back to form. So hopefully Doomsday will be really, really good. And of course the trailer was really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, masaya ako na it's been so long since I've watched a movie sa movie house. Well, it's been so long in a sense na few months. But like wala akong na-excite. Ito biglang sunod-sunod na papanood ako.
Eugene.
Hmm?
Last words.
Ako, di talaga, parang nawala din ako sa cycle ng panonood ng movies. Supergirl brought me back. Pero, buti na lang, bumalik ulit talaga ako. Kahit na hindi enjoy, hindi naman pangit yung Supergirl. It's good enough.
It's good enough.
Yun lang yung masasabi ko sa Supergirl. And thankful ako dun sa pagbalik ko ng watching movies. Kasi I got to watch Odyssey at Spider-Man again. Which is I was looking forward na talaga with Spider-Man. Kasi I do love Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Isang deck ko nga Spider-Man So, sa MTG. Excited ako on what will happen. Actually, Doomsday, I'm looking forward to Doomsday. I'm also looking forward kung ano pa siguro next projects ni Christopher Nolan. And ano pang movies na pwede kong mapanood sa sino yan? Titingin ako ng mga trailers. Wala pa naman so far. Pero
parang wala. Kita ko rin parang Doomsday na yung next na excited ako.
na-curious ako sa Mandalorian eh. Hindi ko na lang napanood.
Panoorin mo, Mandalorian and Grogu, okay na. Well,
Okay.
yeah, sabihin na lang natin na parang lang siya. I mean, yeah, it's a good good movie pero it doesn't really progress the story
Ah,
of
okay lang.
The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Curious ako, Resident Evil actually.
Oy, nice.
Sa September.
Wala nang lumabas ang DC. DC, come on guys.
DC? Ano ba next? I think sino to? Yung Clayface. Clayface yata yung next DCEU.
Oo.
Sa series eh.
Yeah, Clayface. Movie.
Yung excited din ako, weird enough. Yung Wile E. Coyote,
Yes. Sobrang weird nun. Acme.
yung Acme. I might.
Yeah.
Just for for giggles lang.
Like, sobrang random ng movie na yun. I don't even know why it's being made, but I wanna watch it.
O kasi doon din si John Cena eh.
Yes.
And yeah. Better actor than The Rock. Okay.
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 Okay ka na. Okay ka na, Eugene.
Napaisip ako.
Okay. Okay ka na, John. Tapos ka pa.
Yes.
Sige, final words for me. Yeah, I think it was an eventful month, June, July. Talagang sabi natin na it was worthwhile of waiting for these movies even though some of it were not what we expect, but we were surprised that somehow it was okay. Yan ang ang masasabi ko. Yeah, I enjoyed all of the movies. Dito, wala namang tapon doon sa mga binayaran natin.
Sulit po yan.
And for me, I hope that from lalo na for Spider-Man and Supergirl, this could be new launching pad to progress their stories. I hope that we could see, I don't know, pinalabas pa sa sinabi ba na Spider-Man will return lang, no? Hindi sinabi na kasama siya sa Doomsday.
I'm sure nasa Doomsday siya.
Dapat.
Oh.
Kumbaga sa WrestleMania, dapat nandun siya. Kasi siya yung best character.
Pero kasi parang, sobrang, paano ba to?
Hey!
Oh, nangyari.
Hindi, kasi nagdodrawing ako eh. May deadline din kasi ako ng comics.
Okay.
Shout out, Full Surprise!
Yan. I think definitely guys, if you would really want to watch movies, definitely you should go watch whatever's available pa, kung available pa si The Odyssey and Spider-Man Brand New Day, definitely watch those movies. And if you really also want to watch Supergirl, then you should wait for the release to streaming sites or or sa digital platform.
Disney
na.
Plus.
Disney Plus wala. Di sa Disney Plus yung HBO
Oh, sorry.
HBO Max.
Oo nga pala, HBO Max.
Okay. And I think that ends our discussion now with those three movies, no? Pahabol lang. Ito, FPW pagsubok sa QC, and then
Forbidden Door.
The World Underground Wrestling for Fight Night Forbidden Door. I think this weekend of August 15 and 16 would really be an exciting weekend again for Philippine pro wrestling. And
yes.
Yeah, we're looking forward for those shows. Especially especially FPW and also the Forbidden Door. We're in 4 or 3 free Philippine wrestling promotions would be in one venue. Dexcon,
Yes.
World Underground Wrestling, and
FPW.
Pero I think no dito Red also Red Oliero clarified it that dito FPW is technically the promotion itself is not part
Not producing it, yeah.
not part of it, because the one who's producing this show is World Underground Wrestling. They just
Yes.
book the FPW wrestlers to be part of the show. And ito, kinlarify yun ni Red na any promotion could book naman FPW wrestlers, and but yeah, credit it's very generous of him to really credit SJM. Yeah, SJM of the now handling the promotion of World Underground Wrestling. So siguro doon na mangyayari yung mga dream matches natin for cross promotion. Like
Yes.
4 versus
Ako, 4 versus SGM sana kasi no, si 4 shoot. Para sa akin, shoot wrestler natin si 4 eh. Ewan ko
Pero
kung
ako
tama.
si Ravena kasi pumunta sa JL Geekery.
Yo,
Yun yung unang pagbukas ng open door,
ikaw
ng
talaga.
forbidden door. Hindi, si El Tindero.
pero ng Philippine Wrestling.
Tuwa ako dun.
O sa 4, shoutout. Bilhin na kayo guys. David Ravena at 4. JL Geekery.
Yun.
Nakita ko yung
Wala,
cyber page eh. Nakita ko parang
Hindi bumili.
pera eh.
Bumili yung girlfriend ni Quattro.
Yun. Yeah, I think we should dedicate a separate episode for that, no? So, pero yeah, next time na yun. Okay. We are already
Next episode, Batman movies.
Yes.
Batman movies.
Batman
Yes, game ako game.
Ranking
Game.
Batman movies.
Ganito na lang din. Best Batman movies at yung gusto nyong makitang story na magawang Batman movie.
Pwede. Kailan bang anniversary ni Batman? Maybe we should set it Maybe we should set that
Batman Day
Schedule.
is set on
March 30, so next year pa.
next year pa. Okay, so we have a lot of time to
September 19, Batman Day 2026.
Oh, meron ganon?
Oo,
September 20?
September 19.
Bakit September 19? Ito, check ko. Why? Kasi yung first creation niya is March 30.
Ewan ko
So,
bakit, pero sinasabi ng iba-ibang day eh. Kasi may mga Batman Day na May, September.
Wala. Walang sinabi
Batman
ko
Day
bakit.
is held on the 3rd Saturday of September each year.
Yeah, si DC lang naglagay nun. Pero technically, siya. Debut ni Batman is March 30, 1939. I don't know why they made it
Because the
September.
date is tied to a particular Saturday rather than a fixed calendar date. Bakit?
Yeah,
Bakit?
Bakit?
I don't know.
Wala, gusto lang ni DC.
Oh yeah, pero yung nakalagay rin dito kay Google, September 19 Saturday 20 September 19 2026 Batman Day. So yun.
Okay.
Yeah, at least yun, mahabol natin. We still have ample
Batman.
time. Ample time pa ba to watch Batman movies? I don't know.
Ako
Depende sa
Depende.
sino.
memory na lang yung iba sa akin.
Oo.
Pero, yun. Sino pa pwede isama na Ang gusto ko sana si 4 kasi Batman cosplayer siya dati.
I think, shoutout na lang to Miguel na medyo
Si Mix.
nagpapagaling lang siya ngayon kasi medyo nakaramdam siya ng medyo masama pakiramdam niya. Hopefully he would be actually nga dito I wish he was here because he could have a lot of input with the movies with those free movies kasi napanood niya rin eh. Pero yeah, I think that ends our episode na. We have almost 1 hour. We're over 1 hour and 30 minutes na. Yeah, 1.5 hour na tayo. Yeah, typical episode ng Geeks Out of Nowhere. Ganyan kahaba eh.
Oo
Kasi
nga eh.
hiatus.
Mm. Background news na nga lang talaga tayo eh.
Shoutout pala dun sa girlfriend ko nanonood lagi.
Kaya, oo.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nag-request na siya ng episodes din eh.
yeah. Oh, we have ano pa,
Oh, sige.
we have upcoming episodes pa, marami pa.
Oo.
Dito, we also plan to have some guests pa. I don't know kung sino pwede natin ma-invite, but yeah. Ano nat.
Artists.
Mm.
Sila Gildes game siya eh, tsaka si RD. Si RD siguro game din.
Mm. Yeah, okay. Sige. Sige, na-shoutout ni Eugene yung girlfriend niya. John, your shoutout.
Shoutout ko yung wife ko na kailangan kong pakainin ni Nabit. Love you. Hindi niya raw ako love.
Okay.
Sa loob-loob niyo. Side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hindi niya raw ako love.
Okay.
Hindi raw talaga.
Sige na, tapusin natin to para
Sige na, go na.
Yeah, and shoutout na rin also to our viewers and listeners on over on Spotify and also on YouTube. Yun na nga. And yeah, thank you very much again for tuning in, for listening, and for watching our podcast. Please do share this episode if you like it. Please press the like button, and if you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe na rin on our YouTube channel, Geeks Around Nowhere. We are now 142 subscribers. Please paabutin nyo na kami ng 500 or all the way to 1,000 guys para monetize na tumita kami.
Oh.
Paghahati-hatian naman yung mga nandito, yung ads dito.
At ko lang din pala nasa Comic-Con kami sa Cubao sa at saka nasa Space Week din kami ang Pulsar Press.
Yeah.
Bili kayo ng Archon at nasa Science Week comic din ako. May ginagawa akong comics for them ulit. Nag-i-ink ako. Bumili kayo para may pang MTG ako.
Yan. Ako may pang Gundam, the joke lang.
Yeah, yun. Gundam na rin.
Okay, and that we end our episode. Again, thank you Eugene and John for being here again. And I'm Jomar. We are Geeks Out of Nowhere. Bye-bye.
Geeks out of nowhere.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.